when you think of a game, what do you think? Do you think it's something that can stay at home, that can never really apply to reality? Do you think of it as something that should not apply to life, something that cannot be seen in real life? Well, that's not the direction most games are heading in anymore. In fact, it's about as far from it as possible. Nowadays, most games are trying to represent real life. They're trying to represent some factor of life that we're either forgetting or ignoring. It could be something as simple as health, personal health, or it could be something a little more complicated. It could be finally getting a chance to take a deep breath and get a look at the world around you, to stand up and open your eyes, look around, to really notice the natural beauty that has been sitting under your nose the whole time. And it seems to be the effect that the game Assassin's Creed 2 has been having on so many people. This renewed interest in art and architecture, what's naturally beautiful and what's already here, what we've made and what we've already done. So of course it was going to be art. Art in real life, and art in the game. And art isn't alone in this recreation either. Architecture stood tall and proud right next to it, kind of helping us to blur the line between reality and the game, showing us, re-inspiring us, inspiring the truth, what we really see in our own images, our own interests, our own ideals. Inspiring us to make a pilgrimage of sorts, to really see these places with our own eyes, to feel these places with our own hands. There could be nothing more here, we think, but there is more. We see this every time we look at this place. We see this is a place of great history. This is a place where things have happened. In art, we see something we would never be exposed to in real life, something we could never afford to reach, or something we could never have the ability to find, something we couldn't leave the country for, something we just couldn't access on our own, something great that we can never be exposed to really in any other way without being intentionally looking for it. We find things that we would otherwise completely ignore, something that is lacking in our life that we can find now all of a sudden. But there will be people who will say it's just a game. Well, it's more than a game to certain people and in certain aspects. It's more than people might expect. But its surfacing in our world is more than just a game. It's showing itself as a cinematic experience, as something we can see and we can connect with, something that we can feel as if we can touch.
Italy, 15th century. The age of Renaissance. A time considered to be the rebirth of man. Yet behind humanity's expanding consciousness, a movement was taking place. A conspiracy by one corrupt family to overthrow the powerful Medici dynasty and destroy a unified Italy. But there were still some who fought for justice and followed an ancient creed. And it is with them that our story begins.